how's it going? I am Louis, the Average Guy 1983. Thank you very much for joining me on this video today. Today I'm actually at VoroMotors. I decided to come over here because I had to clear a couple of things up, as well as make a return for a product that got sent to me incorrectly. I'm going to share a screenshot with you guys right here. I basically was able to come up with a good deal with VoroMotors, so special shout out to Ryan for helping me out with this. Being able to get sent one rotor for my RS free of charge under warranty for the warp rotor on the rear wheel, and then I was able to negotiate, instead of getting a tire for 50% off for the rear tire, which was a self-healing tire, and one normal tire, I figured why not sell me a second disc rotor, and this way I can go ahead and change out my rotors, change out my brake pads, and then put the new self-healing tires that I already have at home. And believe it or not, they actually went for the deal, even though two people told me that it wasn't possible. With Ryan, he said yes it is. So let me go ahead and get that invoice for you. So that's what I got. So you can see one of them was 50% off. So thank you, Ryan, for helping me out with this. I really appreciate it a lot. However, whoever did the order pooling for the packaging here for VoroMotors, they sent me one of these disc brake rotors, and this is for a nut brake kit, not for a zoom. Even though it is 160 millimeters in size, it's thinner, and it just doesn't look the same like the one from the zoom brakes. So I'm here today to return this and get the correct parts, and also talk to them about my affiliated partnership, because it turns out that the discount code that I have for VoroMotors for TAG 193 Midnight to save $200 off on your InMotion RS Midnight or the RS Lite is not linked to my partnership account. So I'm going to try to see if I can get that fixed today, because if any of you guys have actually used my discount code to get an RS, I have not gotten any credit for those sales at all. In fact, if I go under my account, it shows 0. I'm hoping that I'm able to get this situation resolved, and also take a look at the sales floor and see what they got inside. So I'm going to cut the video here. I'm going to go and step inside and then talk to them and see if I can get all of this stuff resolved, and give you guys my feedback on the customer service part. So let's go ahead and get to that now. All right, guys, here's the sales floor. Check it out. VoroMotors sign, helmets they have available for sale, the pump, steering damper, chargers. Oh, that's pretty cool. They have 2 different style seats. They have bags. Pretty tight. And then over here you have the eMove Roadrunner Pro. I thought this bike was actually kind of small, but it's actually a good size, man. Really good size. They also have the little, I think they call them pizza bags or something like that. You put them right in the middle pocket there. This one is the Roadrunner 2. It's about the same size as the Roadrunner Pro. And then you have the Mantis 10 from Cabo, the Mantis King, the Wolf Warrior. Looks almost identical to the GTR. Has the nice display up at the top too, and the thumb throttle. That's pretty dope. This one is the GT, and then they have their seats for the scooters as well, depending which one you like. All of their tires, including the PMTs. This is the Stradile for that would fit the RS. And then here's the Roadrunner SE. This one is a little bit smaller, but it looks cool. This is the one that's for like $799. And then you have the eMove Cruiser, which I was interested in the beginning because I like this handlebar adjustment height thingy. But one thing I don't like about the scooter that I was concerned about was this. And this is because they're collapsible. And then obviously the RS. This is their display model. And then over here is the E-Ride Pro, ridiculously humongous e-bike. Competitor with the Suron. And then right here is the eMove Roadster. This one's actually really big. It's like almost 2.5 size the thickness of the RS. And the board is even bigger. Like, here's my whole hand. Look at this. It's like the size of my hand and wrist. Humongous, man. This is nice, but expensive for what it is, in my honest opinion. And then you have the I believe this one is the GTR. Yeah, I wrote this one already. This one was nice too. The only thing I didn't like about it is the trigger throttle. I don't like that it's kind of long, this part here. It's a little too long, but it does feel okay. But yeah, this here is the showroom for VoroMotors. So I'm just waiting to get assisted for the brake rotor issue that they're having a little bit of a hard time with trying to process, but it shouldn't hopefully take too long. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm back home. I do apologize that I wasn't able to record any additional footage for you guys from inside the store. There really wasn't much in there to see other than when you come into the building, you just have a desk on the side and you have two people that are there, a small, maybe 30 to 43 inch TV in the middle showing a bunch of PEV stuff, which was really cool and entertaining. Some seating on the opposite side, and then you have the showroom, which I gave you guys a glimpse of that so you guys can see how that was, and that was about it. So Malvin wasn't in, unfortunately, so I couldn't talk to him. It would have been nice to say hi to him. The last time I talked to him was at Rider Fest, so but I am friends with him on Facebook, so it's pretty cool. With that said, I wanted to give a very special thank you to Marcelo. Marcelo, if you're watching, my bro, thank you so much for helping me out, dude. You're the best, man. Look, Marcelo works at the front desk, and he had a little bit of a hard time trying to process the return for the other rotor that got sent to me by mistake. And he was able to do all the work with a little bit of, you know, patience and help from Ryan to help me get these two brake discs, and I really appreciate it, man. You have no idea how much I appreciate this a lot. So thank you, Marcelo, for helping me out, man. Shout outs to you. With this, I'm already pretty much set. So this one here was actually covered under warranty through VoroMotors for the warp disc that I have on the back of my RS. So I am going to be changing them out now that I have it. And this one here was an agreement, a custom agreement between me and Ryan for getting this rotor at 50% off to replace the tire that they offered me at 50% off. Now, the reason why I didn't go for the tire was because they were going to send me one self-healing tire, but I would then have to buy another one to change the one in the front, because this one weighs a bit more than the original stock tire, even though it's the same. But the glue that's on the inside of the tire, it makes it feel more heavier. So since I already have two of these self-healing CST tires, I figured it would be better for me to try to negotiate an additional rotor so I could change my rotors out, change my brake pads, which I already have, and change out the tires to these self-healing ones and start over fresh. My experience with VoroMotors, in all honesty, is like a 50-50, and the main reason why is because before I was able to get any of this accomplished, I had a really hard time communicating with them. In all honesty, they need to do a little bit of a better job with communicating with the consumers, and on top of that, they need to all be on the same page. I was talking to somebody named Debbie and then somebody named Michelle, which they were very polite. So thank you, girls, for being polite to me. I really appreciate it. But they weren't on the same page with Ryan. Ryan was telling me, yes, I can make something possible for you, but these two were telling me no. So maybe they are correct. Maybe, you know, rotors and brake pads and like tires are not covered like they're saying, but they were able to do something custom for me under negotiation. And I really do appreciate that. Everybody's experience is going to be different. And it's the same thing when you get a product sent out to you. I noticed that when I went online to try to pay for these, at least for the replacement and the shipping for the rotor, I had a really hard time trying to pay for it. And the main reason why was because it kept telling me on the link that I was sent that the product was out of stock, when indeed they had plenty of these in stock on the shelf. So that is something that falls on whoever is controlling or managing inventory. So I'm not sure who's in charge of that, but they need to do a little bit of a better job with managing inventory and updating the system on your computers to make sure that these products are in stock, and as things start to sell, the computer automatically starts deducting from the inventory that's available. Or if you have to manually deduct the parts yourself, then handle it. That's how we work at the factory where I work at, where we have the factory where we make stuff, and then the warehouse where we store the things. And we have really giant shelves, like giant racks, where we have to use cherry pickers. They're like a forklift machine that you stand on, and it lifts your whole body up with the forklift machine, going all the way to the top, practically to the ceiling of the warehouse. You can get your orders from the top or from wherever, and then put them on top of a pallet jack and start putting your things together. Now, I'm not sure again how VoroMotors works when it comes to that, but inventory really does need to be fixed better. I think that doing that, and also making sure that whoever is assisting a customer, make sure that you talk to Ryan and ask him if this is possible or if it's not possible. Because what I was told that was not possible ended up being possible. So I have, like I said, 50% good experience, 50% bad experience. The same issue happened with my t-shirt thing, where I was basically being told that I couldn't get a refund for the shirt even though they sold me the wrong size, and I was correct up until I posted that video. Is when they actually said, oh crap, that's what he was talking about, and then they were able to correct the issue. But at least they corrected it, and again, they were able to give me money back on that shirt, and they let me keep the shirt, and I was able to use that money to pay for the Cabo Wolf King GTR headlight that I have installed on the InMotion RS. So that's two good things. The third one was Melvin, who personally sent the InMotion RS steering damper to me free of charge under warranty. So basically I had a total of 3 experiences, one of them being good, which was the steering damper that I got free of charge, 100%, not even shipping that I have to pay. And then obviously the one with the t-shirt thing, where they let me keep the t-shirt and gave me like 60 to 70% of my money back. And then the issue here with these disc rotors for my InMotion RS under warranty, and one at 50% off. So this is really awesome. Not everybody gets to get this experience, and I think it really has to do again with customer service and the lack of knowledge that's required to be able to properly run the business. And I feel like Melvin needs a lot of help, and so does Ryan. I think that a lot of the employees that are new there need to get training so that they can properly assist the customer according to their needs. So again, if you can, try to get a hold of Ryan, who happens to be the manager of VoroMotors, and I'm pretty sure that he can work something out for you just like he did for me. So again, shout outs to Marcelo and Ryan from VoroMotors for helping me out with this. I hope to do business with them again soon in the future on another scooter. Okay, so let's talk about the affiliated program. For the affiliated program, I have a discount code called TAG193 Midnight, so you can save $200 off on the RS Midnight or the RS Midnight Lite. I'm not sure if it'll work on the yellow one that VoroMotors is now selling, but you can try and see if it works. Hopefully it does. Crossing my fingers for you on that, because not everybody wants the black one. So with that said, I am unfortunately not getting paid a cent out of any sales, so 0 credit is going to me on any sales that gets done using that code or the link. And the reason why is because the TAG 193 Midnight is not linked to my affiliated program with VoroMotors. So I have to wait till it actually gets fixed. So in the meantime, anybody that bought anything, I did not get any credit for the sale, but it's okay, because like I mentioned before, what I want to do is make sure that you guys save money. That was the whole reason as to why I formed the partnership in the first place. So I am going to try to get this sorted out, but don't stop using the code. If you're new and you're just watching and you're interested in purchasing an InMotion RS, whether it be the Midnight or the Midnight Lite or the yellow one, try using the code TAG193 to save $200 on your scooter, regardless to me at the moment not getting any credit for it. I was told that I would have to provide the VoroMotors with people's order numbers in order to be able to verify that a sale was made. And it's kind of embarrassing to be asking you guys. It's stupid. I don't feel like going through that. So with that said, I think everything is cool right now. I'm very happy with the ending results. And again, it did take a bit for them to fix this issue, because they were having a hard time with their system trying to get approvals for exchanges and stuff, which is really hard to do. And again, man, special thanks to Ryan and Marcelo at VoroMotors for assisting me. I'm a very happy customer right now. regardless to the 50-50 way I feel over the situation of the other staff that didn't have the knowledge that things can be done even if the rules say you can't. There's always a custom way of getting assisted, especially by someone like the manager or the boss Melvin himself. So remember that just because you hear certain things that are bad from VoroMotors, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. Look at me right now, not making a cent with this whole promoting thing with the affiliated program. You know, you can take that for instance. Most people would be upset and they would be wanting nothing to do with VoroMotors after seeing that. But I'm the opposite, because what I want to make sure is that you guys save money, and that's exactly what I really want to do. But anyways, with that said, I'll let you guys go, and I'll be giving you guys an update on this Segway 9BOT Max G2 that I finally got to fix the handlebar. I actually unbent the handlebar myself, and I have all the wires and everything set up. So I'm gonna start putting it together already, and I have some different turn signals that I bought for it as well to try to install and get the scooter running and test it out, give you guys some night footage of it and see if the turn signal project that I decided to do on that scooter actually worked out. So with that said, again, man, you guys have any questions about this whole experience, please comment down below. If you enjoyed the content, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't enjoy the content, double click the thumbs down button for me and you can see your way out. Other than that, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video. See you guys. Bye.